Bro, if you drink all night and then go to work the next morning like nothing happened, you're just built different, bro.
Oh, you sweet summer child. Let me tell you about being in the infantry. Friday starts your payday weekend. You're a single grunt living in the barracks and you're off at 1700, if you're lucky. That's 5 p.m. for you civilians. Get back to the barracks and that 36-year-old permanent specialist is already handing out cans of Budweiser or Natty Boh or whatever cheap American piss water he got from the Class 6. That's the on-post liquor store for you civilians. That he probably paid for with his DPP or STAR card. That's basically a credit card for troops. And by about 2100 or 9 p.m. for you non-oblars, you're feeling buzzed because you got some chow from the DFAC. That's the chow hall for the civilians. We can't call it the chow hall no more. And that dork-ass group of under 21 kids were playing D&D down on the second floor of the barracks, so you got some of their pizza too. At about 21:30, your best bros come over smelling like Axe body spray and Drakkar Noir, short hair all gelled up in their American Eagle shell necklaces. They're taking you to the club, and that's just where it starts. The whole weekend is ahead of you. You just got paid, and you wear that blue cord and blue disc when you put on your dress uniform so you feel like a badass. From Friday night to Monday at about 02 or 2 a.m., you're intoxicated on Jägermeister, Goldschlager, Peppermint Schnapps, Mad Dog 2020, Boone's Farm, 15 kinds of beer of varying alcohol content ranging from the aforementioned Natty Boh and Pabst Blue Ribbon all the way to the more exotic Bitburger, lol, and Warsteiner that Sergeant Savage drinks when he was stationed with the Big Red One in Germany, or the Corona, Modelo Negro, and the Sol that Sergeant Rodriguez likes because it reminds him of his time at Fort Bliss in El Paso, where he could cross the border and go visit La Familia on holidays. You're also drinking soju, cut with cherry Kool-Aid, and a little bit of water because the dudes who just came back from a year in Korea are trying to teach you culture. Somebody made Jello shots using the Nox to make it congeal faster, and now you're serving them up on a cheap spatula from the PX. Monday morning, a few hours later, at 06, you wake up to the screaming of your roommate's digital alarm clock with a plastic fake wood paneling design, and you both slip into your PT gear, and you run down to morning formation. Surprise, motherfucker! Sergeant Major's got the whole battalion assembled for battalion run. Somewhere between 700 to 1,000 soldiers are screaming their heads off, and you've got 5 companies competing with each other, calling in their best cadences. Sergeant Smith from Headquarters Company is doing the one about clubbing baby seals. Sergeant Izzo from Alpha Company is doing the one about bodying terrorists in ever more graphic methods. Behind them, Sergeant Major has dropped back to properly motivate the shitbags in Bravo Company, lagging behind. So Sergeant Major's over there calling out the cadence about the date with the Colonel's daughter. You know the one I mean. The Colonel's a sucker. I'm sure you know what happens that rhymes with sucker. And here you are, an infantryman, nestled in the ranks with hundreds of other drunk, sweaty, smelly motherfuckers. Nobody falls out. Big Sarge is leading the squad and blowing snot rockets to catch you in the cheek. You want to puke, but you won't, because you can't look like a bitch in front of Big Sarge and First Sergeant and Sergeant Major. The battalion run goes for 4 miles, but it's the bastard love child of the airborne shuffle that fucked the accordion, so your formation is shrinking and expanding like Donald Trump's tiny hands at a press conference, and your entire paycheck's worth of booze is now shaking all over your guts, and Big Sarge's snot rocket just zip past your ear and all you want to do is puke, but you don't. Because you're in the goddamn infantry. Or maybe you're a Cav Scout, or artillery, or a tanker, or a motor pool mechanic, or a SIGINT weenie. Maybe you're in a different branch. I don't fucking know. So yeah, we're built differently.